Hey everybody, North Wilkesboro again, this time in the 87 Cup cars. So yeah, you talk about ultimate throwback. I know I said that about Darlington in this car, but this is right up there with that. So like I said in my ARCA race this week, just a ridiculously awesome racetrack. Come here in this car and it drives totally different than the ARCA car though. So not in a bad way, both of them are fun, but you can definitely tell the difference of the two cars. So on the pole here, one car.
Alright, man, we're going green next
Hopefully
time.
I can hold these guys off. We got a almost full 21 car field here, so might be caution filled. I would be surprised if we get too many long green runs here, so probably going to try pretty hard to stay in front and in control of the race here, and we'll see what I can do.
Alright, man. Race started and green flag, green flag.
A couple guys really overdrove turn one there. I'm a little bit loose off of two. Gotta be careful not to take myself out that way. So what I got in my head here is 1 and 2 I'm going to be pretty aggressive. And I'm going to save up out of 4 really hard.
Alright, man, caution is out. Caution is out. Line up single file.
So we already got our first caution, but I'll show you what I'm talking about. Right here, you can drive it up right there. You can get in the gas and drive it up to the wall, kind of over that hill. Because you start driving downhill down the front straightaway, but you come up first.
Pit road is now open.
And so when you come out of 4, you can get in the gas early and burn up the right front, driving it to the wall, and then also put yourself in danger of spinning the rears off the corner as well. So I'm going to be real conscious of that, and I'm going to make a real concerted effort to stay low and be patient coming out of 4. So that's where I'm hoping to do my saving at. Hopefully I can make up for burning it up in 1 and 2 if I'm smart out of 4. So that's kind of what my thinking is here. But only made it a lap and a half there, so nobody's in a rhythm yet. We got the 2 and the 3 car were really high iRating guys. They both qualified in the back, but be surprised if they didn't make their way up here sooner than later. So hopefully with single file restarts here we can avoid the immediate carnage.
Alright, man, we're going green next time by. Alright, man, line up on the outside row now.
Almost spun the tires getting to 3rd gear on the initial start, so I have to pay attention to that. And hopefully not get dive bombed or run over going into 1.
The base car is in.
Almost did it again. '17 kept it under him through 1 and 2 that time, much better than the initial start. So
Alright, man, caution Caution is out. Caution is out. Line up single file. Pit road is closed. Catch the A car.
Now hopefully when these guys wreck, they wreck bad enough that they have to be done.
Pit road is now open.
We weren't even up to full speed though, hardly, so probably not enough to do too much damage, unfortunately. So we can do some more pacing. Did get a request to change my volume settings a little bit. I forgot to mess with that before I hopped on here, but I will experiment with that a little bit before the next one.
Left up, 16. Car by. He had the position when the yellow flag came out.
I think this is just a single split, so we got everybody in this one. I was hoping we'd get enough to get 2 fields of 14 or so, 'cause I think 26 is the cutoff, so that would have been really nice. With that, it would have been a higher rated field with way less cars, but don't always get lucky like that. So I know nothing about what the tire wear is going to be, other than I expect it. I mean, I would assume it'd be pretty hard. This surface should be pretty hard on tires. But if we're running a bunch of caution laps, I'm not smart enough to know. Haven't run this yet this week, so if we keep getting a couple laps here, a couple laps there, I'm not going to know when to pit as the leader. Don't think we're going to need to pit for fuel, so it is going to be just a tire thing. I think the 17 behind me just lagged out, if I read that right, and he's disappeared. That's too bad.
Get ready.
Got the 12 laying way back behind me, trying to get a jump.
Alright, man. 8 cars in. Green, green, green.
Tried to combat that by letting him get all the way to me and waiting right till the end of the restart box. Well, this is the farthest we've made it. It's a good sign. So right here is where I'm going to wait on it. About like that. If I can get away with running there and not lose too much time, I think it's going to be beneficial. That's a second plus off of qualifying right there, that lap there, so the more I can save, the better it's going to be, obviously.
Alright, man. Caution is out. Caution is out. Line up single file. Pit road is closed. Let the A car by.
At least we got a couple laps in there.
Pit road is now open. It's the A car.
Assume we have 2 sets of tires. Yep. Strategy gets a lot easier if you start getting green flag laps on your tires. Gotta kind of have an idea how many cars are on the lead lap too. So we got 15 at the moment, but I assume that 16 car will get one back, so we'll be back to 16. But the closer you get to the end, it's obviously much easier to make a decision if you got less cars on the lead lap. Well, it works both ways, I suppose. You just have to factor it into your decision. I say it all the time that I need a crew chief so bad in every one of these races. If I could just drive the car and have somebody else pit me and make me stay out, that'd be so much better. I overthink it a lot. Really all I would need is something that would tell me what everybody else's strategy, like what strategy everybody else is on, because the last race last week in this car at the Brickyard, I changed my mind 3 or 4 times trying to decide what everybody else was doing as far as who was on 2, who was on 4 at the end of that race. So yeah, I just need something to give me some information.
Alright, man, we're going green next time by. Alright, man, line up on the outside row now.
Not quite savvy enough to be that aware of my surroundings, I guess. I don't know, on my own anyway. See what the 12 does on this restart. Got one lap car on the inside.
The pace car is in. Green flag, green flag.
I've always liked kind of shooting for the middle on entry to 1 and trying to come off nice and low off of 2. I've never been able to make a whole lot of time too much farther up the track. A lot of guys are able to do it though. I don't know, I guess necessarily in this series, but in the ARCA series they were this week, and in the other series that I've run here, other guys have been able to make time up there, so we'll see if the groove moves up there at all throughout the race. Alright, I'm going to move the brake bias back here a titch. Gotta be careful entering 3 when you start moving the brakes back, and 1 to an extent, but I seem to get myself in trouble going into 3 with too much rear brake. But at the moment I'm driving it easy enough, taking care of it, that Just hoping the rear brake will help me rotate it. I'm not gonna pit yet. Still feel like I haven't pushed the tires. I wouldn't be surprised to see some guys behind me come down. We'll keep an eye on it. That's still gotta be only maybe 10 laps, green flag laps on the tires. Alright, so it looks like at least the top 5 staying out with me. That's good. Got the 3 car coming down, the 8 car, and the 19.
Let the 16 car by.
That's something to keep in mind too towards the end of the race if we do end up pitting again, that if those 3 guys pit for a second time, they'll be out of tires at the end. So another thing that would be nice to be able to keep track of. Like I said, hopefully we can get a bunch of green flag laps and then make the strategy a no-brainer. That's what I always hope for. Still 16 on the lead lap. Eight cars should be the first one on tires. I guess that's the other thing though. Those guys could have just been pitting for damage. I don't know who all was involved in the wreck, so many unknowns that I should probably quit complaining about. It's the same for everybody else unless they got a crew chief, which I don't think anybody does, so or a spotter or whatever.
Alright, man, we're going green next time by.
The 12 lays back again. Might just go early in the box. We'll see.
Get ready. The pace car's in. Green flag, green flag.
Looks like we got the 5 looking to the inside of the 12, and he wrecked him. Or the 12 came down on him. Big mess. See that coming.
It's the 8 car. It's the 16 car. It's the 8 car.
Yeah, there's so many different ways to drive turn 1, that so many different braking points and so many different lines. Kind of a scary corner to be in front of somebody.
Pit road is now open.
See if anybody bites this time. I'm still staying out. Alright, still looking good. So we got the 2 car in 6th and the 3 car in 11th. I know the 3 cars pitted that one time. Don't know if it was for tires or for damage. But those are the 2 that I was expecting to see come up through the field. Probably still will. I think it was the 12 that got wrecked. Still got 15 on the lead lap, so
Alright, man, we're going green next time by. Get ready.
haven't had the 5 behind me yet on a restart. Hopefully I can pull away from him.
The pace car's in. Green flag, green flag.
Really like a nice big arc into 3.
Alright, man, caution is out.
And another
Caution is
caution.
out. Line up single file. Pit road is closed. It's the 12 car. It's the 16 car. It's the 8 car. It's the 7 car.
See if we ever get to pit in this race.
It's the 16 car. Pit road is now open.
Looks like the 3 got caught up in that. Not a whole lot to talk about yet. A lot of pacing. That one week 13 race that I ran here with no cautions was quite nice. I do like the single file restarts though, something that makes it different. So that's why I still love this series as much as I do, even though there are cautions and restarts. At least it's single file, so it's not all about how aggressive you are on the restart. So did we lose any cars off the lead lap yet? No. Just a handful of guys fixing damage, I assume.
Alright, man, we're going green next time by.
Just need to get everybody spread out a little bit, and then I think we got a shot at running some green flag laps here. Maybe I'll go really early in the box and see if that helps. No, I think I want to save that for the end.
Get ready.
Just gonna keep doing what I'm doing, kind of in the middle somewhere, I think.
Alright, man. Pace car's in. Green flag, green flag.
I've got a pretty good jump behind me that time. Really keeping it low down, center off in turn 4 there. I'm gonna do it as long as I can get away with it and not get caught. I'm gonna say if we get 10 laps in here, probably time to start thinking about pitting. Around 5, I'm not gonna know what to do. But if we get to lap 57 or 8 here, I think it's probably gonna be 4 tires. Even though I'd love to go green because I feel like I've done a good job saving.
Alright, man. Caution is out. Caution is out. Line up.
About the worst case scenario there.
16 car. It's a 8 car. Alright, man. Halfway this time by.
Not sure what to do. Haven't decided yet. Because if I let these guys pit behind me, I'm going to stay out. I bet you're going to have some takers this time, though. Third place, the 4 car. Looks like maybe that's it. 18. All right. Now, I think the next time if we get anything more than 5 laps, I'm going to have to come. Because right now I only got 2 cars that I'd have to come around on tires if everybody pitted, so don't want to wait too long and then have to come around a whole bunch of them. But hopefully this next run is as long as possible. That'll make it an easy decision. Just haven't gotten there yet. And we still got everybody that's still in here on the lead lap, so ugh. I hate this. Got the 2 car up to 4th. He's one that I definitely don't want to let short pit me by just a couple laps. Probably won't be able to get by somebody like him.
Alright, man. 8 cars in. Green flag, green flag.
Just trying to mix up the restarts, keep them on their toes behind me. 5 got all the way to my inside. If he would have timed it just right, that would have been bad for me. Because you can be on somebody's inside as long as you're not ahead of them at the line, so really need some green flag laps here.
Have a slow car on the bottom.
Slow car got to pit road, it looks like. Okay, a little loose entering 1. Have to watch for that. Just need to make it around a couple more times, and I'm definitely pitting at the next caution. Oh my god. Alright, I'm gonna pit. I feel like I have to. I can't have all these guys behind me come in with me staying out, so I'm just gonna do it and be done with it. Hopefully I drag everybody with me behind me. Looks like a bunch of them are coming with me, so that's good. See if I can stop in my box, or in front of my sign at least. Tires were 90 and 87, so I feel a little bit better then. It's not like I was on brand new tires out there, so that's good. Definitely will have to pass some guys. Looks like those guys were on. Looks like those two took 2 tires, so definitely going to start to get interesting here. I'm going to move the brake bias forward for diving under people. See where I end up here. Definitely is going to get interesting. Four and the 11 are probably in the best spot here. So I'm 6th. Yeah. Probably should have pitted 1 caution earlier, like that. I think that 4 car did, and I know the 11's been up there, so just gotta try and get through these guys while keeping 5, the 2, and the 3 behind me. So we are down to 12 on the lead lap now. Gonna be about 33 or 34 to go when we get to green.
Alright, man, we're going green next time by. Alright, man, line up on the outside road now.
I think I'm on my last set of tires here. I can't believe I'd be coming back down. Can't envision that, so. Like I said, just hoping to get one of them at a time, maybe 1 restart at a time, and keep those guys behind me too. Didn't mean to run that guy over. He's pretty much parked it in front of me, I felt like.
Good job, man. You're in fifth. You got one outside. Still there. You're clear high. Clear high.
5 cars following me right through. I do want to stay taking care of everything here. Fastest lap of the race, it looked like there. Almost grabbed the grass.
Outside. Still there.
Just want to get back to controlling the race.
Next car is the leader. Still there. You're clear high. Clear high.
Need to dial some rear brake in it if I get the chance.
Outside. Stay low. Good job. The next car is the leader. You're clear high. Clear high. Good job, man. You're up to second.
Now I gotta be careful I don't have it come around on me, especially entering 3. Got myself a decent gap back to the 5 car.
Outside. Stay low. Stay low. There's a car on the high side. All clear. All clear. You got one outside. Still there? Hold the line. All clear. All clear.
Alright, now let's see if I can get back to taking care of it. Was burning it up pretty hard there. Just wanted to get back to the lead and control the race.
Good job. You're now the leader.
Can't believe that was the restart. We didn't have any cautions, but I'll take it. Five has followed me through to second, and it looks like the 2's not far behind as well. Man, if we keep going green, it's almost going to be hard not to use that last set of tires. Definitely feel bad for whoever I ran into going into turn 1 on that first lap, but it felt like he jumped on the brakes pretty hard. I could be wrong. Yeah, man, if we get a caution anywhere within the next 10 laps, we're going to have just as many green flag laps on the tires as we did before. Definitely going to be interesting. Obviously, would love for it to just go green to the end, but can't count on that. I'm definitely running it pretty hard still. pace just has slowed down so much. Qualified in 1965. I think I could still run down in the 20s if I pushed it, but yeah, I think we're definitely coming to pit road if we get a caution. I don't know what heat cycles do to the tire wear that iRacing shows you. I don't know if it has anything to do with it at all. I'm just trying to decide. I think my tires were 87-90 on the right side, so that was several heat cycles, but not any long sustained run, so just trying to think about what it would be compared to this. But like I said, I think at this point we're coming down to get tires. Yep. Okay. I think we're coming to get tires. We'll see if anybody puts right sides on it. I'm putting 4 on it. I might be overthinking this though. Man, what the heck do I do? Nope, I'm staying out. Hopefully enough of them stayed out behind me. 5 and the 2. 4 came down, the 11 came down. Man, that was a last second audible by me. I literally ran the thing hard under caution, wanting to get caught up to the pace car as fast as possible, and then I decided at the last second to stay out. So it looks like I'm gonna have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-ish car buffer. The last second I started thinking all you need is 1 caution and in between here and the end of the race, and then you're kind of stuck. So see where the 4 car ends up here. Okay, so the 4 car is in 7th. I think he's the first one off pit road. So got some pretty good guys in between us. So hopefully they can hold him up. I definitely feel much better about being in the lead on old tires rather than being 6th or 7th on 4. So I think I made the right decision, but I'm still gonna have to drive away from these guys here at the end.
Alright, man, we're going green next time by. We have 10 to go this time.
I moved the brake bias a little bit forward, thinking I was coming down pit road, so move that back. Let's see. I'm gonna go later in the box to try and keep those guys stacked up back there, I think. If we get one more restart, that's when I'm going early.
The pace car is in. green flag. Alright, man, caution is out. Caution is out. Line up.
That's what was scaring me about putting tires on it.
18 car.
That exact reason right there.
It's a 4 car.
Thank God I didn't do that. So it's going to be one more restart
It's a 8 car.
with maybe 2 or 3 to go. Guess I should catch the pace car, huh?
Pit road is now open. Car 8. Got some lucky dogs. Let it by on the outside. Let the 8 car by. He had the position when the yellow flag came out.
Been a fun race when we're actually racing. Wish we wouldn't have had all those yellows, but gonna have one more sprint here at the end. Let's see if we get the 2 to go here.
5 laps to go.
Should be a 3-lap shootout here. Definitely planning on going early and getting away from the 5. Just don't want to leave myself vulnerable to a dive bomb here going into 1. Unless he's laying way back, I guess, then I'm going to have to wait for him. Wait to the end of the box, but otherwise I think I'm just going to try and go early and get gone as fast as I can.
Alright, man, we're going green next time by.
Better not. Hoping I can have a good 1 and 2 so I don't have to worry about jumping on the brakes too hard going into 3.
Get ready. Alright, man. 8 cars in.
5 was on it.
Green flag, green flag.
Didn't get as much of a gap as I was hoping for. Almost jumped on the brakes too hard there going into 3. Able to fix it though.
2 laps to go.
Coming to the white.
1 more lap to win. Low car ahead.
Alright, fun race.
Alright.
Like I said when we were racing. But fun to come through the field there, I guess, at least on that 1 restart. Check out what the tires were and we'll check out the wrecks. 89, 84 there. The 4 car I think actually ended up getting wrecked, so don't have a good gauge to see how far we would have gotten back up if we would have pitted, but let's check out what caused all those wrecks. $20 car bouncing it off the wall. Next lap, 16 kind of comes up the track and gets run into. There's our first caution. 16 is mad. Oh. Somebody spun in front. 20 car. Oh boy. $16 and the 19 coming together. Shallow entry makes it hard to get through the corner there. $15 saves it. Pretty good lick there for the 8. Okay, the 12 got destroyed here. Okay, not on this lap, but pretty soon here. Okay, right here. Yeah. Let's watch that again. The 5 was sneaking to the inside of this guy too. So see, the 5 did that to me a couple times too, where he was trying to sneak to my inside on the restart. Yeah, 5 was kind of coming up a little bit, 12 was coming down a little bit, and then they just got stuck together kind of. 12 hit the wall hard though. I don't know how he was able to keep going. 7. Oh. And then a big pile up. These guys are still wrecking. Okay, 12 car off of turn 2. That second, third line in turn 3 and 4 isn't really a thing, I don't think, unless you're up there by necessity. 12 in the 6 car. Then the next restart, 6 mad, so he's parking it in front of him, and he wrecks himself. Loose out of 2 into the wall. Oh, wow. 15 just got run over there. Wow. $12 cars, deck lids trying to come off. I guess that's actually a trunk, isn't it? Like a whole trunk. $14 in the 9. Ooh, it's unfortunate. 16 must have had some internet issues or something. Restart, the 14 car gets hit pretty hard, and then wow. Let's watch what happened there. Not sure who stacked who up there, but oh, okay. The 14 was, I don't know if he missed a gear or something. 4 car got run over. Another restart. Oh, okay. Man, 4 just clobbers the 6. Like I said, going into turn 1 with somebody, I was lucky because I had the lead on so many of those restarts, but man, it's sketchy when somebody behind you thinks they're faster than you. Going into turn 1 here, and that's it. All right, let's see. that restart that I was on tires. I was trying to sneak to the inside of the 16, but like I said, I thought he was slowing down way early, but got on the brakes hard at the last second to try and get off of him, but I'm sure he wasn't very happy about that. Probably my fault, but it's fun to come up through the field here. Like I said, really fun when you're turning laps. So fun to pass people. You do feel pretty much like Superman on new tires, so that's the way it should be. But all right, well, that was fun. Thanks for watching.